The second round of the Pacific Nations Series rocks into action today as the Samoans return home to Apia, where they will be facing up to their Pacific Nation brothers. It's Fiji, the neighbours are in town, and this is set to be a cracker of a matchup. What's going on, everyone, and welcome back along to your home of rugby. And yes, more action from the Pacific Nations as Samoa will be hosting Fiji. Later on, we've got Japan and Tonga coming as well, so keep your eyes peeled for that big matchup coming your way. But for today, Samoa versus Fiji, and this really has turned into, especially for the home side, a who's who of former Super Rugby players with a really stacked lineup of either former All Blacks, former Wallabies and former Super Rugby veterans. So let's take a look at these two sides set to go head to head, and it is Samoa, of course, at home. And take a look at the side they've named here. Most people who have followed Super Rugby for at least a decade will know most, if not all, of these names, especially in the forwards with a stacked back line featuring former All Blacks Stephen Luatua, Jack Lamb and Fritz Lee. There's experience throughout this backline as well, which looks alright. Christian Lealiafano with a new partner in Inare at scrum half. And take a look at this backline. Tuamua Manu, Duncan Paiawa, Stacey Ili, Nigel Awong and Danny Tuala lays out the 10 to 15 backs. They look very, very good as well. But up against them is a stack of talent. And it's really the key question will be this back row with a couple of debutants here. Diri Naliga at 6 starting for the first time, and Muramura at 7 as well. Two men lining up for the first time in Fijian colours. They've got experience alongside them though, with Mata starting at 8, but take a look at this back line. New man Kurivola starts at scrum half, and of course Caleb Muntz is there yet again, one of few players who've carried over from starting lineups into round 2. But look at this, Ravovo on the left wing, Radradra in midfield with Massey, and then Ravu Taumata on the right wing and Drossesi at fullback for Fiji. We're going to see some fireworks tonight, and I can't wait. Lots of experience on the bench too, especially for Samoa's and the former USA international Titi Lamasatili in 17. Of course, so much experience at 18 with Charlie Faumuina as well. Later on 22 and Fidel on 23 are going to give them a lot off the bench in the back line as well. Much the same for Fiji as well when you look at their reserves, but keep an eye out for those three backs, Matualo, Botitu and Tuisova. They can really fire up if given the chance. Well, hold on to your hats, everyone, and prepare your best tennis eyes as well, because this one could very quickly be going end to end. It is Christian Lealiafano who gets things underway. Samoa kicking off in the blue, and of course Fiji receiving in the white. Caleb Muntz is the man to drag it down, and straight away you notice Fiji going to that left edge of Revolvo before eventually it is Luke Tangi who takes it down for the first contact breakdown of the match. Before it is the new man, Duri Naliga, who takes it down for phase number 2. Breaking off the back, Mata with a good little short ball there to Duri Naliga. Another hit up just outside the 22 for Fiji, who very early look reluctant to kick this ball away. And they'll once again keep hold of it for the 4th phase in a row. Tangi for a second carry already. There's the Fijians now look to go a little bit wide. They get eventually out to Revolvo, who finds Muntz back on the inside, and they go maybe forward a metre or 2 if they're really special about it. Now the chance here for Revolvo to split things down the left side. He kicks ahead over the top of Tuala, and the chase is on as it perfectly sets up right outside the end goal. And that is a perfect chase for Semi Radradra, who puts Fiji on the board first. What an explosive play! Pace and kick chase, that's what it's all about. Well, this was perfectly executed from the left winger, Revolvo. He couldn't have placed that kick any better if he tried. As the defence come across, Tuamua Manu maybe can be accused of being a bit lax on that one. And just bulldozing his way through, forcing his way to the ball with Semi Radradra. And 5-0 Fiji lead. make it 7. The conversion from Muntz is successful. Well, that's why Fiji don't like kicking the ball away. Pretty simple stuff there, just outside their 22. Always in danger if there was a turnover. But they did brilliantly just hang on to it, keep the pressure on. And they go coast to coast, just like we say. Keep those tennis eyes well and truly focused, because this one will be explosive as Fiji once again force their way out of their 22. Eventually, Minamata going to ground with the ball. Kuravoli with a rare little take off the back there. He sets it up for the hooker. Ikuraveri, who has a little stab just short of the 10-metre line. Samoa have got a turnover though. This is what they want now. Good territory battle for them, and they could get in a good position nice and quickly here. A pick and go from Duncan Playowa sets them up just outside the 22 before Fritz Lee, the captain for tonight, gets them another couple of metres. Slow ball coming back now. Another pick and go. Another couple of metres there. Oh no, and the entry. Oh, the inspirational captain Fritz Lee going down, clutching at the, well, looked like the ribs, but ended up being the shoulder. Mamia Lalua will come on. And this not only will dampen the experience in the Samoan back row, but it will also dampen the explosiveness for big number 8, leaving the side now. They've got a scrum on the 22 though, and they set it up through the right. We're coming back to the centre of Liliafano. Inade sparking it away. He goes again. Liliafano once more. Big pass out wide, cutting out to Nigel Awong. And we've got a reply. Samoa hit back. Nigel Awong on the right. And the first try for the home team coming away through a big cutout pass from Christian Liliafano. He took it in there, dropped it off short. Jordan Lay missed that little pass. Look how quickly back in position, flat ball, and another flat pass, beautifully out to Awong. And Fiji go from celebrating a fantastic length of the field try to making that error at the breakdown and giving the Samoans a very simple chance. Because they have lost Fritz Lee, which will be a bit of a blow, as here is Liliafano, just drifting that one to the left side. Unsuccessful kick from the veteran. Well, 7-5 the score, and just what we expected after 21 minutes of this clash. Both sides showing caution to the wind, both sides playing some exciting rugby, but now it's up to how will Samoa exit. And it is a deft little kick there from Inade, and it's found its way over halfway. It's a good chase too, coming in from Samoa Manu. Fiji set things up right on the halfway line. Now here's Ram from Ikuraveri, losing the ball. Big turnover for Samoa. Can they hang on to it? It looks unlikely here. It's a big play from Fiji in the pack. Now they swing it out to the left-hand side. Munt speaks his man. Nice little ball, Revolvo, and the supporters there. Yosefa Masi. Try Fiji. Well, that's as simple as you like. You give them territory, and they're going to punish you on the counter-attack. Losing the ball at the breakdown. What a pass that was, flat and on the money. And the numbers were too hard to stop. When you miss tackles like that as well on Caleb Muntz, it just makes it harder. And the finishes, we know all about these finishes in the Fijian backline. But it's probably the man that you won't give the most attention to, Yosefa Masi, with the finish. And a brilliant try from Fiji. Converted expertly as well from Caleb Muntz, who's having a good night tonight so far. Ball in hand, the ball off the tee, going very well for the young number 10. 14 points to 5. Fiji now have work to do. They can't afford to work into this match now. They've got to reply and reply quickly. It's a little short kick-off there from Liliafano. And Fiji turn that quickly into attack mode. Here's another chance for Revolvo. Gets back over halfway. Little short side stab here, and he could be gone. Kuravoli, he is. No one picked him up down the blind. And Kuravoli grabs the third Fijian try. Well, that was expertly played by the scrum half. You saw him look up, see no one take on the blind defensively. Everyone shaked out to the open. And Kuravoli said, well, I'll have a piece of that. And away he went. Acceleration, perfect from the scrum half. And with a little short 20-metre stab there, he was absolutely gunning it. And no one was going to get in his way. Well, that didn't take long, did it? Fiji had a good start there. They worked their way into their opening try. Samoa hit back, but since then, it's been all the whites as Caleb Muntz from a similar spot just manages to shake this one away to the right. 19 points to 5. This one is far from over as a contest, but after 33 minutes, we have had 4 tries. And it has been exciting rugby from these two teams. Once again, Leali'ifano goes short. This time it's knocked on. An opportunity now is here for the Samoans. As Harris Zenade uses up the advantage and gets his team all the way up to the 22. Now they've got to strike. The forwards getting involved before hitting it hard. There was Stacey Illy. Inade goes himself again. Another couple of meters of white jumpers all over that breakdown. Could be a turnover to Fiji. Oh, this is catastrophic for the Samoans. That was a major chance to score points. They hold it up on the right. There's a little coming inside everyone. Now it's a runaway from Muntz. Here comes the chase. It'll be far too slow. No chance at all for our Wong. And Caleb Muntz, even he can grab a try. Well, they are running away with this now. Too simple, too easy. Radradra held it up, gave it out to Ravu Taumata on the right wing. He took out the fullback to Ala and gave inside to the support lines of Muntz. And that is a great Fijian try. Well, they can't do anything wrong at the moment, can they, Fiji? Everything going their way very easily so far. 24-5. We're at half-time. And Muntz converts his own try to make it 26 points to 5. And it is Fiji well and truly in control here with a 21-point lead over the home team Samoa, who promised a bit out of the gates, but have faded as that first half wore on. Very little of the ball going their way. Fiji running it from every which corner you can imagine, and they are doing it with ease at the moment. Brilliant tries coming their way as well. 5 line breaks, and they have very easily 4 tries from it as well. 26-5 for the break. Fiji in control. Samoa, work to be done. We are back to the man who is controlling this game for Fiji. Caleb Muntz is having a great night against a very much more experienced opposition in Christian Leali'ifano. But now Samoa of the ball, and they've got to make something happen with this one. And they bring it out to Steve. Oh, it's a good little break there, and they bust away through Paiawa, who just can't quite get away from the elusive tackle of Drosesi. They keep it down the short. The forwards, good tackling coming in there from Aikaravieri. Nuia plays it short. Suit with a good bust there. Strong carriers in this Samoan pack, but they've really not got on their work tonight so far. Now here's Aloamiel. One-off play. Back to the short side, and Ade knocks it on. The chance goes begging. Fiji get the ball back. And now they've got to structure up for defence. That's a good tackle there, actually, on City Kinavalia. And unfortunately for the Samoans, although they did the good work on defence, they knocked the ball on earlier. You see here, Inade with the knock on. Unfortunately, that results
Crouch.
in a Fijian scrum. 26 points to 5 up they are. We are just over the halfway mark of this matchup. 47 minutes gone. Fiji to feed. Kulavoli, who's been quite spectacular tonight, finds Muntz, who's really found his money as well. Inside ball, the support is there as well. Now they manipulate brilliantly and find it out to Revolvo with all the time and space. One to beat, can't do it. Danny Tuala, good defence in the back there. Fiji quickly recycle. Find pretty more numbers as well. Nulabada slipping it back inside to to ground for Tagi. Well, that's a massive pass. Straight out to Musi. Musi again cuts him in half. Takes on Tuala, beats him. But it will come a tackle from Manu. Takes him down, just 5 short of the line. Kulawale goes to the left side. They cut it back. And the big boys, Mata, back into Minavita. Oh, this might be a turnover here for Samoa. Right on their own line, they've got work to do now. Out to Liliafano, who unsurprisingly kicks. He's got the rugby smarts. And he gets it back down to the Fijian half just by a whisker before Munce gets it back into the Samoan 10-metre line. Kilavoli to the right, Munce, great offload. Mussey's away again. He's got the big man on his outside. And unsurprisingly there, he couldn't get it away, but it will be scored by Nasi Lasila, who grabs the try. And that will be the finishing of this one. Nasi Lasila with the try. But how about the stop on the right wing against Ravu Taumata? Here it was. I thought he was gone. Once he gets the ball, it's normally curtains. But surprisingly, they managed to keep him out. Concentrating all the defence there, but left it wide open for the ball inside for Diri Naliga. And then, of course, to the scorer in the end, Nasi Nasila. 31-5. Here is Muntz again. Strikes that one a little on the inside, a big on the inside. That's away to the right side. 31-5. The score remains. Conversion unsuccessful, but in terms of how this one's going, it's a commanding lead for the Fijians. Now Samoa are getting in good spots. They're just not finishing their opportunities off. That is a better kick though from Liliafano, putting more pressure down on the Fijians, making them work it out from their 22. They keep it short here. Mawai, good little pass. Massey was almost gone again. He has been spectacular tonight. Kuravoli goes out. Mawai, good pass from him to find Muntz, who beats another defender. Over the top it goes for Revolvo, who just about gets away. Great defence from Elo Emil though. Oh, straight through. How does he get away with that? Mawai up towards halfway. Fiji continue to attack. Pick and go this time from Minamata. Minamata still going. Gets on the outside, and this time Rovo Taumata will not be stopped. He is being kept quiet so far. But Fiji put the exclamation mark on this game with another try. And Rovo Taumata gets the one he's been wanting. Well, they've gone to his edge a number of times, but he's been kept relatively quiet. This time it was Muruura who did brilliantly to beat the defenders and suck in those outside defenders. And that gave a clear run to the line for Ravu Taumata. Fiji really are proving their worth here with some great players and some great continuity through them as well. Here is Caleb Muntz. Oh my goodness me, he smoked that one brilliantly between the uprights. It's all well and good to have the numbers on the paper, the names, the figures, the stats, call it what you like. But if you don't transfer that to the paddock, you're never going to perform, and that's kind of what's happened here to Fiji. They've turned it into points, they've turned it into continuity and teamwork. Samoa, on the other hand, have failed to do so. Big names, their back row, their midfield promised so much, delivered so little. And it's Fiji who has run away with this result. Slow ball coming back for Kuravoli. One-on-one here. Arkanveri, backwards he goes, finds Muntz, who gets wiped out. Slow into the breakdown again, Samoa. They need to work on that. Left side, look for Revolvo, pops it back infield, looking for Musi to do some damage. Just down to their 22 now. This is a problem here. They lose the ball here. They could be in trouble, and that looks like it's going to happen. Samoa, big chance now. They've got to put points on the board. Big chance to finish it off with a flurry. Inside pass. Look at the Kritzvili. He gets into the 22. Turnover breakdown. Fiji dominating that area of the field. Now here's Revolvo. Once a beat, he doesn't take him on. Just passes inside and leaves Radraja to do the damage of the breakdown. Down the left wing, that is brilliant. Outstanding, finds more passing play for Muruura. And they are just finding too much room down this left edge. Pick and goes, doing the damage at the moment. as Ravovo loses a couple of metres there, surprisingly. Samoa fight for the ball. They actually do have the short side channel this time as they still break away. Back to Muntz, who says that's enough. As soon as that buzzer went, he called for the pass and delivered it into touch. An emphatic display here from Fiji sees them dominantly win this matchup against Samoa. Promised so much, delivered early on but failed late as Fiji took control. They certainly kept the fans wanting more. Before Samoa, there's a lot to work on here. Awong, their only point scorer, conversion unsuccessful from Lealiafano. Muntz on the other hand, 4 from 6. Nasi Lasila with a try. Kiravoli 1. Muntz, Radraja, Nasi and Ravu Taumata all picking up 1 try each. That is 6 in total, and a good mix between forwards, backs, everyone getting into the picture on this one. Fiji dominated the matchup really. Possession 68%. If you give Fiji that much ball, they will just run at you all day long, and that is exactly what happened here in Samoa. Unfortunately for the home fans, they go home disappointed, but Fiji looks super spectacular here in the Pacific Nations Series. We'll be seeing them again one final time, and we'll also be seeing Tonga and Japan go at it following this one, so keep your eyes peeled for more rugby action. But for today, it is Fiji dominant and spectacular and cruising on with another win in this series. That is it from me today though, team. Thanks you all for tuning in and watching. Hope you enjoyed this little fixture with Fiji running rampant, and I'll see you for more next time. Until then though, thanks for watching as always, and take care.